Okay, I'm gonna need you to move. I'm gonna need you to sit down. I'm gonna need you to calm down. Hi, hello, welcome back, you beautiful and beautiful people. To today's video, we're going to be discussing the books I want to try and read before the end of the year. Now, this is gonna sound insane because this is a fat, juicy stack. Okay. This stack is concerning, considering the fact that I haven't even finished one book in the last 3-4 months. I haven't finished a book since mid-March. And I'm talking about trying to read all of these books before the end of the year. Plus a couple more that aren't in this stack because I don't have the physical copies of them just yet. Insane. I think I'm being outrageous. But I want to get back into reading, and the vlog that you guys will see next week is going to be reading 50 pages every day to try and help me get out of this reading slump I've been in. I've been reading occasionally here and there for the past 2-3 weeks now, but I need to be able to sit down and read every day. I need to be back to the way I used to be and wanting to read every day. So with that being said, here are some of the books I'm going to use to help that. Okay, and these are the books I'm going to read before the end of the year. So this is my end of the year TBR, I guess. A lot of these are going to be rereads, but some of these are going to be first time reads. So with that being said, let's just hop into this. I am in a little bit of a rush, but I think I can finish this video in a reasonable amount of time now that I'm really thinking about it, because it's maybe a big stack, but I don't really have a lot to say about these books because most of them will be rereads. But let's just talk about them. So let's get started. First up, we have the Blood Gray series. I want to go back into these and read these. I told my boyfriend for that for the rest of this year, every paycheck that we get, I'm going to be buying a book. And the book I'm going to be buying is either going to be the next book in the series or the first book in the series. Most likely the next book in the series, because there are a lot of series that I also want to finish. But that's another story for a different day. I set all these goals for myself for 2025 that I have not followed through on. So my main goal right now is to, 1, post consistently on YouTube, and 2, get back into reading as much as I want to be reading. So I'm going to go back and read these because I rated all of these, every single one of these, 4 stars and above, and I need to get part 2 to this. So I think that's the first book I'm going to buy is part 2 to this. Because this book ended up getting split into 2 parts. So I'm going to go ahead and buy part 2. So that way when I get to here, I can just go into that one. But I have rated each one of these above a 4 star. I think my favorite one is the second one. Just because the yearning that these characters have for each other in this book, it's so worth the payoff in the end when they finally are back together. And I'm like, yes, I win. So I'm excited. Are these thick books will probably take me a week to read because I will also work a full-time job? Yes. But am I so ready to put in the time to read these? Also yes. So with that being said, I'm gonna read all 3 of these. This is over 1,000 pages worth of words. Okay? Yeah. Next up is one that you should not be shocked to see because I have been reading this book in my last vlog, and in the vlog that's going up next week you'll see this book, and that is The Cruel Prince. Maybe you'll see it, I don't know. I might finish it this week, but it kind of depends. But if I don't finish it this week, you will definitely see it in my next week's vlog. But I'm currently reading The Cruel Prince, so obviously I want to go ahead and just finish out The Wicked King and The Queen of Nothing. I kind of wanted to put the duology with Oak in this stack, but I decided against it because I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get to these because I have so many books I want to get to and so many series I need to continue on with that I may put this on the back burner because the series I've already completed. So this may go on the back burner until I get some more series read, but I want to at least try and get to The Wicked King, and if I can get to The Queen of Nothing before the end of the year, that's also good. I'm also leaning on rereads to kind of help me get in the groove of reading again because they'll remind me of why I love reading. And The Cruel Prince series was the first series I read when I first got back into reading, so it means a lot to me because I read The Cruel Prince 5 stars. This is a 4.5, and then this is also a 5 star. So I'm excited to go back through and read these again because I haven't read them in a while. So next up, we have another Thickums because the 4th book in this series, I believe, just came out. It's either the fourth or the third book. I think it's four though. And that is the City of Gods and Monsters, which is the House of Devil series. I do plan on buying City of Souls and Sinners, which I think is the second book, so I can read that. But I read this, I listened to the audiobook of this, and I bought like a physical copy of it while I was in the middle of reading, listening to the audiobook, and I want to continue on this year because I really enjoyed it. But I think I want to do a physical read this time around just to get the full immersive kind of storyline into this. This is a thick book too. All the books are thick like this, so this is like a bit of a long stretch just because there's so many books already out and they're so long. Like this is over 600 pages. I'm pretty sure this is closer to this is 700 pages. So this is a big maybe, but I want to try it because if I'm reading the Blood Gray series, then I can definitely try and get to this series. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. The next one is one where I know they are getting traditionally published, and I bought I have the original covers for these books because they have new covers for them, and I plan on getting those. But it is the Daughter of the World series by Carissa Broadbent. It's called the War of Lost Hearts trilogy. I read the first two. I cried in book 2. I sure did. I feel as if book 3 is going to absolutely destroy my little heart, and I'm not ready for that. But I do want to complete this because this is like my top priority right here. This and like the Blood Gray series are my top 2 priorities. And then I have another third priority that's coming up. But these are my pride and joys. These babies right here, I love them. I think I gave this one like a 4.5, and then I gave this one a 5, and I'm assuming this is also going to be a 5. This is like 800 pages long, and if it isn't, it's close to it. No, it's 700. It's 709 pages long, okay? She's not small by any means, but having to go back through and read all 3 of these, this is over 1,000 pages. Because book 1 is 500, I'm pretty sure this is 600, and this is like 700, so that's like 1,800 pages, give or take. So this is gonna be a rough one to get through, but we're gonna do it because I know I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna sob, tears are going to be shed. Sure the fuck are. Next up, I have The Fear Bears Received by Andrew Joseph White. I decided on this one because it's a standalone, so it'll be an easier one that I can definitely read and get to. But I have read How I Follow With Us by Andrew Joseph White, and that was one of my favorite books of all time. It's in my top 10 books. I talk about it all the time, and I feel like Andrew Joseph White can be a favorite author of mine. I know he has another book. It's called Compound Fracture, and then this year he has a book coming out like a couple months or like in a month or so. It's an adult like horror thriller book that I want to get to. So like I need to catch up because he releases a book every year, I believe, and I'm behind because this came out in like 2023. Compound Fracture came out last year, and then this book's coming out this year. So like I'm 2 books behind. So it's time to hop on it. It's also a queer story. All his books features trans characters, I believe. So I just need to catch up. I need to hop on the bandwagon that is Andrew Joseph White because I like the man's writing. So one of the last books I have here is the last 2 books and the Legendborn cycle that I need to read and catch up on because it's turned into a 4-book series, I believe. It was supposed to be, I think, 3 books, and Oathbound was supposed to be the ending to it all, but just Dion's releasing a 4th one, and I'm excited. I'm terrified but excited. I am currently in the middle of Legendborn. It's one of the books I was using to kind of get myself back into reading. So you'll probably see that in next week's video. But I do need to reread Bloodmarked and Legendborn before I can get to Oathbound. Because I don't remember a lot of this because the last time I read this was in like 2023. So it's been a while since I read this. So I need to read it before I read this. And I'm super excited. I know nothing about this book. I have stayed away from spoilers. This will be a new read for me and I'm super excited for it. But rereading Legendborn reminds me of why I like Tracy Dion's writing in the first place. So I'm excited. The last book series is one where it's a whole series, and it's the Percy Jackson series that I read when I was like 12, and have not touched since I was like 12. I got the box set for Christmas. I don't remember who got it for me. I don't know if it was really my mom, my brother, or my grandma. Someone got it for me. I'm gonna read it. If they would come out the stupid freaking box. Fuck it. I don't care. Oh, they were coming out. But I want to read all 5 of these. I know they get these 2 are the shortest, and then these 2 go back to being kind of long. But I want to finish this all before the end of the year. Is this 5 books? Yes. Is this about 1,000 pages between all 5 books? Also yes. But am I determined? Hell yeah. So, with that being said, that is a fat, juicy stack of books I want to read before January 1st, 2026, which is insane because this is a lot of books. And a lot of these books are over 500 pages. So maybe I'm setting myself up for failure. Not even maybe, I am setting myself up for failure with this. But I think it's worth it. I'm trying to get all of them together. I feel like I kept this very short, simple, and sweet, which is what I wanted in the first place. So, hold on, let's, I can't, wait, oh, this is heavy. Tie it up! I can't hold that with my left hand. Anyways, these are the books I want to finish before the end of the year. We'll see how successful I am. I think I'm going to be not so successful, but I'm determined. So, with that being said, I hope you have a great day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, and whatever part of the world you're having it in. I will see you guys in my next video. It's going up either next Wednesday or Friday. I'm not really sure which one. Just kind of depends on when I get it edited and it to go up. So, do with that what you will, but you should just turn on notifications so you can know when I post. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.